up, everybody? Welcome back to Budget Freedom. My name is Christo,
My name is Jessica.
and today we're gonna talk about profiles. How to set up your profile on your platform, whichever you're selling. We are on many platforms now, so we've set up seven, yes, plus websites, our own website. So we've set up a lot of profiles, and we know exactly what actually the platforms want to do. So I'm gonna hand you to my pro here because you've set up most of them. I've
All
set
of them.
yes. So,
I know, you did too.
yes, I did too. Yes,
Yeah.
and it's still work in progress. I started the one. When was it? A few months ago.
Oh no, you did 3.
Yes, when I started Chopney and the other one, I still
Bonanza
need to
and our
Chopney
local
Bonanza.
website.
Yes.
So guys, it's pretty straightforward when you're setting up profiles. I mean, I guess the secret is fill in everything. That is the biggest thing. People like to leave a lot of information missing from their stores, and the problem with that is the platforms don't see you as a fully legitimate business. They don't. I mean, they do promote you on the algorithms. I mean, on the platforms, but the algorithms will hold back if you're missing information a little bit. The other thing is really customer trust. When a customer comes to your shop, if they don't see fully filled in for information, they start to think, can I trust these people? Are these people legit? Is this a real company or not? And it just gives your brand and your company a shady look, which you don't want.
Yes.
Unless you're into shady things, then maybe that's your way to go. Fill in less then, So it depends on your whole vibe there.
Depends, yes.
But if you're wanting to set up a trustworthy, transparent, honest business and you're looking to scale and to grow, fill in all the information. That means company name, contact people, contact phone numbers. Always have a phone number. I'm sure you know as much as I do. When people see a phone number, they feel like if they have a problem, they can connect to a person. And over 5 years of selling, I think we've had 8 phone calls.
Yeah, very little.
And we have phone numbers everywhere. But people don't really call. They do write. It's just, it's nice to have there in case people do want to pick up the phone and call you. Email addresses, websites, your physical address of your business. Don't put P.O. boxes. That's not a physical address, guys. It needs to be a physical address of either your warehouse or if it's your house. If you feel uncomfortable putting your full home address up, which I could understand, you can just put the street and leave off the number of the house or the apartment or whatever. You can do something like that, but make it as close as possible so that you look legit. And obviously, I'm saying this is the address that customers see. If it's an address like your registered business address with Amazon or with eBay, put everything exactly correct. Otherwise, you will not get approved to sell. So that's a different situation. There, you have no choice. It has to be 100% correct. And we've done other videos on this, and we can do another one in time. But yeah, just to remind you, especially with Amazon, if it's every letter that's capitalized or spaced a certain way, or if there's a period or a comma, or it has to be exactly. I don't know how else to say it. It has to be exact. If it says black phone number 2, that's what it needs to say. It can't say phone black 2. You'll get rejected, guys. 2 cannot be on the next line. It can't be in the front of the word if it should be at the end of the word. As it's written on your utility bill, as it's written on your company documents, letter for letter, space for space, punctuation for punctuation. It needs to be exact. This is very, very important. Yeah. So, I mean, that's a generally good rule to follow on all platforms. It should be uniform. It should look the same everywhere. I mean, if you guys saw Amazon in different fonts and different sizes and different arranging and, or any other brand in different places, you would also get confused and think, well, this is not the same company. So it's a good branding exercise to just get used to writing everything exactly the same way everywhere. Okay, so that's basic things like, contact and details information. The other thing that you might not think about is there's always a return policy. There's always shipping policy. There's always a exchange policy. There's always a shop policy. There's a shop description. Shop's descriptions are really important. And your shop description, as a woman, a business coach told me recently, it should be a one-liner that you can tell somebody in an elevator. So let's pretend you're in the elevator and you're going up to the next floor and someone asks you, hey, what do? You need to be able to answer them in a one-liner. So let's play elevator.
All right. So.
Ding.
Hi.
How are you? What do you do?
I sell hats, handbags, and accessories on my online shop.
Very interesting. Now I know what he does, and I could ask him for his email or a website. Sorry, if I was interested in buying. Now, if you say, well, I sell some leather hats, I sell these cool little bags. Oh, the elevator's done. Bye. See you next time. Do you see the difference? You need to have a one-liner, and that should be your shop description. Mm-hmm. So that people can quickly and efficiently understand what it is you're providing and decide whether they're going to continue with their purchase or not. Right. Privacy policies, email policies. Every site does have different ones, but even on Amazon, there's a refund policy, a shipping policy, an exchange policy. There's a shop policy, a shop description. There's the gift wrapping policy. If you do choose to do gift wrapping, which that's another tip, guys, do gift wrapping. You can charge $2 to $3 for gift wrapping. If you just buy little gift bags, it doesn't cost you much. It doesn't take much time, and people buy it. People pay for it. So, and it's a nice service to add onto your shop, and then you can make a little bit extra cash like that. Fill out all that information. And it's the same on eBay. All those policies are also on eBay. Also, the returns policy I mentioned.
Yes, you did.
Okay. Well, on Amazon, no, it's a return. That's the thing. Even though Amazon has their A to Z guarantee, you as a shop are allowed to have your own return policy. It needs to either match or be better than Amazon's. But the problem is if you don't have a return policy, then you basically sign a blank check to Amazon to decide all your return issues on your behalf. And that's where the dangerous part is. And I've actually used this and won every single case because of this. There's been a few times, not many, but a few times that Amazon has tried to make a decision in a return. And I say it's clearly stated in my return policy, which is on our shop, clear for the customer to see. And then Amazon immediately redirects them and say, yep, it's there. You need to follow the shop's return policy. As long as it's not worse than Amazon's policy and it's not against the law, Amazon will back you up. And so will eBay and any other platform. So that's really important to fill in that information. And on Etsy, it's the same thing. They have all that information there. On eBay, and that's going back to branding, going back to being exactly the same everywhere. Sit down, type up all these policies, type up all these descriptions, and then just copy and paste on every single platform. Every place should have the exact same settings. And that way your shop is going to be maximized. It's going to look really professional. When people go to your shop, it doesn't matter on what website, they're going to get the same information. They're going to see the same setup. And they're going to go, okay, these people are really serious. And they'll recognize you. So let's say this week someone's on eBay buying something. And maybe they buy from your shop, maybe they look at your shop and they don't buy, but then next week they go on Etsy and they see you again. They're like, I don't know where I remember that from, but I kind of remember that. It looks the same, and that's going to build confidence and trust in them.
Well, also to add to your profile with all the policy and all that, picture. Your picture needs to be the same everywhere as well.
I was actually just going to get to that. Either logo, if it's a logo, or if it's your picture.
But all the ways so like that also. I've seen
this video kind of turned into a branding video, but
yes, but it's important when you fill up your profile, because just now on your let's say on eBay you put your picture and then on Amazon you put a logo. How would they know, well, this is the same company? So it's very important to put the same logo or picture across all platforms,
unless you're trying to be shady.
And if you're shady, shame on... No.
I'm joking. Just use different shades.
I'm joking.
So you could have a picture of red shades and black shades?
Yeah, it's okay. If you want to be shady, that's all.
No, people do have legitimate reasons. I mean, if you have a completely different eBay shop to your Amazon shop, obviously then you would use the same company details, I'm assuming, and maybe try to make your shop appear differently. That's fine if that's your intention. Just do things with intention. and make sure that all these policies are filled up, because it makes your life easier when you have issues with people or with the platforms. You can back yourself up if it's already there, and it doesn't help if you go fill it in while you have the issue. They can see when you listed it, when you added that. Go switch off your phone.
Sorry guys.
So that's sorry guys. He left his phone on. All his little reminders to not get in trouble. Now he got in trouble with one of his reminders.
I did switch it off. I don't know what happened. Sorry about that, guys. Just the alarm. So well, basically yes. Make sure you fill up everything, guys. Like my wife says, you know, policies, return policy, exchange policy, whatever you need to. But I think the very important thing is, like you say in a profile, you do need to have policies. Because you can fill description, all that.
You up. Yes. And also they make it transparent and clear for the customer. The customer knows what to expect from you. If you have an issue, you can use your policy to back yourself up. You don't have to feel guilty about it. You can say, here's the policy. If you want to make an exception to the policy, that's within your right.
Of course.
Obviously, one that is legal and right. Otherwise, it makes it very clear for the customer, and you can just say, look, I'm sorry, I'm not able to change our policies. These are our policies, and there you go. And that sometimes is the case. You know, we can't make exceptions for every single person because, you know, your business, you're not out there to please people. And it also backs you up with the platforms, which is really important. And it just makes you look professional. And the same thing on your personal websites, guys. A lot of people make their personal websites, and they leave off a lot of information because it's not a platform, and they're not being forced to give this stuff. But it makes you look untrustworthy. It makes you look unprofessional. So put everything there. If anything on your website, you want to put more information. You want to be more trustable, more transparent, so that you can get the customers to come in. Because customers are buying from these other platforms because they trust the platforms. On your own website, you have to get them to trust you. So it's a lot harder.
And to tell you the truth, I've gone to so many websites, and if you want to buy something, if I don't see a number, I actually don't even go and order.
Yeah, it's so frustrating.
I want to get in touch with them and ask them about the product. I'm like, I really want to call the guy because I want that product. But
I hate having to submit an email, wait for a reply, especially if I want to buy it right now.
Exactly.
Like, let me just pick up the phone for 2 minutes, ask you my question, and then I can go ahead and complete my purchase.
So I immediately just, boom, switch to another website, look.
So that's a really good point. You know, when you're filling in this stuff, put yourself in your customer's position and ask yourself, what would you want to see, and what would you do if you were provided with that kind of a profile?
That's it. Yeah.
All right, do the jig.
So guys, thank you very much. Please, if you like this video, please subscribe, hit the bell notification, like, and we'll see you next time.
And leave us your comments, guys. We really want to hear from you and hear if you like the videos that we're putting out and if you're getting some value out of them.
Yes, ask questions, guys. Ask what you want to see, and if you need...
Or just leave a comment.
Leave a comment.
I like being shady.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you so much, guys. You're awesome. Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.